It is the one and only Jason McKie. Jay, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing well. We're getting ready for week 3. Look, last week was kind of a disaster on a lot of fronts. I mean, the defense continues to play pretty well, but this offense sure feels like it was stuck in mud. And if anything, it almost felt like they went backwards. I mean, I think the O-line was even worse. And while Caleb was better at times, the performance is just simply not good enough across the board. I don't want to put it all on a rookie quarterback. Obviously, we shouldn't do that. He's played just 2 games. So a lot's got to get corrected, I guess, right? What do you see as maybe the biggest thing that they need to fix or that they can fix to start being more efficient on offense going into week 3?
Yeah, I agree. Watching that game last Sunday down in Houston, definitely had to have a couple coldies after watching that game. It was tough sledding, but just in terms of, start up front with the offensive line, it's just, the communication and picking up stunts and stuff like that and twists from the opposing defensive line. It's all communication. So they got to get the communication right. But then when they do have a stunt picked up, they're overpowered. Like we've seen Coleman Shelton, being overpowered or out physical at the point of attack. So it's just a matter of just cleaning the communication up. And then it's just a matter of, hey, I've got to win my one-on-one matchup with whoever I'm facing. So that's where I would start with the offensive line. And then you got to find a way to run the ball. I mean, you look at this Colts defense, and I saw a stat this morning, giving up 474 yards in 2 games, the most in the NFL. So, you've got to be licking your chops as an offensive lineman or as a running back to say, you know what, this is a great opportunity for us to get back on track with the running game. And the thing about it is the Colts defense, they know they've been bad against run, so they're going to try to clean up things as well. So, if I'm Shane Waldron, I have to find a way, to be productive in the run game.
Is there anything they can do that can mimic sort of some of the early success they had on that first drive, too, at least when they do want Caleb to throw the ball, kind of go quick, get the ball out fast? I mean, he looked good on that first drive. Unfortunately, it never looked quite that good again in Houston, but can they take a page from what they did early when they do decide to pass the ball this weekend?
Yeah, he did look good on that first drive. He got the ball out quick, short, quick routes in which Caleb didn't have to really go through a progression, just 1 or 2 reads, get the ball out quick. But the adjustment that Houston made was, they started going man and really pressuring the receivers, disrupting the timing of those routes. So it didn't enable Caleb to get that ball out quick. And then you start adding in the stunts and twists that we've seen. It led to disaster for, the Bears offense. So I expect Indy to take a page out of Houston's book. But at the same time, we have to find a way to get Caleb in rhythm, whether that be going quick game, whether that be, sugar huddle where, he's not really in a huddle. The linemen are kind of on the ball. He's 4 yards away from the line and you're going quick there. But you got to find a way to get him in rhythm. I'd love to see them move the pocket even more, some sprints. We know their bread and butter is boot, but you've got to find a way to get his confidence up and get him some early completions to help him out.
You take a look. I mean, what can wide receivers need the football? Tight ends need the football. Most of the time, those are selfish players. They need the football to be able to perform. They've got to have it. How frustrated can a wide receiver and a tight end become when they don't get to see the football during the game?
Yeah, very frustrating. We saw the frustration from DJ. I saw it firsthand, watching him and interactions he had on the sideline. And it's frustrating because, as a playmaker, you want to go out there and make plays. And we know, Jurko, we've been around a lot of receivers. They all want the ball. Every receiver wants the ball, every single play, every route they run. So it's, you want to, try to find ways or scheme up ways to get your best players the ball. And DJ is one of them, obviously. So you got to find ways to get him a ball. And I have the utmost respect for DJ because, even in this press conference, he said, yes, I shouldn't have shown frustration visibly out there on the sideline. But at the same time, I'm a competitor. Obviously, I'm going to be frustrated if things aren't going our way and I'm not having the opportunity to make plays. And, Caleb, there were some misses they had. They couldn't connect. But, I expect that relationship to continue to grow as the season, pursues. And I think the connections will be there.
Jay, did you think anything DJ did was overly demonstrative or sort of out of line that even warranted him kind of stepping to the podium, having to apologize? I really didn't. What was your take on it?
Yeah, Jurko, I didn't either. I saw him, obviously he's frustrated. He grabbed his helmet and, stuff like that. But, obviously me and you playing in the league for a long time, we've seen worse. I mean, I've seen receivers come off and, throw the helmet, get in the face of the quarterback and stuff like that. I didn't think he did anything crazy, but, it just shows the type of teammate and player that he is when he actually spoke about it, during his press conference.
I watched Keenan McCardle almost kill the wide receiver coach. I mean, they were going at it on the sideline. I mean, I watched that, and then 5 minutes later, they were hugging and kissing.
You guys have seen that a time or two, I bet, right?
Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
that happens.
Yeah. I've seen guys, have almost come to blows on the sideline because they ain't getting the ball, and they're going after the quarterback or the coordinator, or they're going after the other receivers, and that's signs of bad culture and chemistry. You know what I mean? And it's tough because. Receivers, you can say they're divas, and a lot of them are, but a lot of them are they want the ball. They want to have the opportunity to make plays. And, if I'm DJ's teammate, I respect the fact that, he called himself out on it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But, he's a guy that wants to make plays for the team.
Jason McKie is our guest. He'll be on the sideline as JMack and Thayer will be on the call for the Bears and the Colts. Noon is the kick Sunday. In Indy, you'll catch it right here on your home for Bears football, ESPN Chicago and the ESPN Chicago app. Jason joins Carmen and Jurko every Thursday at this time. How do you factor in sort of the desperation mode that a team like the Colts might be in here? 0-2 used to kind of be a death knell. Maybe not as much anymore, Jason, because of the added playoff teams, and you got 17 games. But you fall to 0-3, and it sure feels like you're on the outside looking in come the end of the season. Look, this team had some aspirations and some hopes. They've been in 2 games. They lost them both. They're 0-2. They're playing at home. Kind of feels like they're a desperate team. How do you have to prepare for that if you're the Bears?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this is a team. It's a must-win, and I know it's early, but it's a must-win for them. You got to have them at home. So if I'm the Bears, I expect, everything. Look for the trick plays. They're, like you said, somewhat of a desperation mode in which you've got to come out with a win at Lucas Oil. So, prepare for everything. And, offensively, you've got to prepare for they're going to bring pressure on Caleb. We already know that. How are we going to answer the call? Offensive line backs, we've got to do our job in protection to give Caleb an opportunity to make plays down the field. And then, a lot of the blame is on Caleb, too. He's got to make smart decisions when scrambling out of the pocket. You've got to know when not to just throw the ball up, throw it away, live to play another down. Make sure that you understand the situation, play great situational football, and make sure you're doing everything to help your team and not hurt the team. So I'm looking forward to offense taking a bigger step. I know them guys, they're self-motivated. They'll be looking to right the wrongs that they had down there in Houston last Sunday.
How do you handle a player like Anthony Richardson, Jason, in terms of how you want to try to defend him or what you want to force him to do? Because let's face it, he's got some strengths that are almost unmatched in this league. And if he starts running around too much, it could be lights out. So what should the game plan be when you're facing a guy like Richardson, who's so gifted and can really kill you with his legs, but has shown some real accuracy problems here early in his young NFL career?
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's a nightmare matchup for defense just because of his ability to run the football and extend plays because he's so athletic. But, if I was the defensive coordinator, if I was Coach Eberflus, I would force him to put the ball in the air. I'd have an 8 box. Yeah. I would trust my corners to play some man, disrupt the timing of those receivers. And I say, hey, if you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me with my arm. But we are not going to let you just run around. We are not going to let you, run those design quarterback reads and extend drives and convert on 3rd and short and stuff like that. I'm going to make you put the ball in there to beat my great defense.
All right, Jason, we appreciate it, buddy. Safe travels to Indy. Enjoy the game. We'll be listening, and we'll talk to you next week, all right?
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.